Sir, is it true that you have decided to resign from the party leadership roles if at all you don't go? You will go with the alliance for the upcoming polls. Is that true, sir?
Sir, I am a small man. I am a party karyakarta. End of the day, it's a very structured party. We have our all India leaders, and the decisions are made by a very collective effort by the parliamentary board, then by our honorable national president, and then decisions are made in the interest of our country, interest of our party, interest of our state. And I am nobody here to say that alliance should happen with them or alliance should not happen with them. This is the best course of action for Tamil Nadu. At the same time, as the president of the party and as a karyakarta, we all have our opinions. At the right forum, we keep talking about our opinions to different leaders. So one thing I'm clear as a Tamilian, as a politician, as a BJP karyakarta, as a BJP state president is, I think the time for clean politics in Tamil Nadu has come. And with this level of political activity, it will be unsustainable in the next 10 years. Elections, by-elections costing 1,000 crore and MLA elections going upwards of 20 plus crore, MP elections going upwards of 50 plus crore. That is the norm in Tamil Nadu now, which you all know. Election Commission is doing its best to curb. Erode by-election at one end we say that it is an abnormal election, thousands of crores were spent. Other end, Election Commission has booked close to 672 plus cases. I don't have the exact final figure, but more than that, they have booked poll code violation. There is a Representation of People Act, we all know. There is an act and provision. Parliament in its wisdom has got that act. And some sections are punishable, some are non-cognizable, some are cognizable. Parliament in its wisdom has got it. And I as a person very firmly, clearly believe Tamil Nadu, the time for clean politics, good governance has come. BJP is a party with difference, and I have been very vociferous. I have been voicing out in the many internal forums also over a long point of time that when BJP is contesting elections, when you are putting up candidates, and not only do we put up clean candidate, but also we give that assurance to Tamil people that this party would be a very clean and different party, like what our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is preaching, following, and doing on a single day. In that context, I might have spoken certain comments in an internal party meeting. When the time is right, at the appropriate level, it is for our leadership to decide the alliance, the nature of alliance, the condition of alliance and everything. I'm a small person in the whole organization to comment on something. At the same time, the president of a party, it comes with a lot of responsibilities. The first responsibility is to be a listener and to follow the direction of the senior colleagues in the party, especially our national president, all India general secretaries who are in charge of a state. It comes with a lot of responsibility. At the same time, I have been also very clear that I don't have any ill will towards any party. Every political party is here with a standing of its own, and ill will against any particular leader. Every leader who is part of a political party has got a standing of his or her own. The only point I am trying to stress in internal forums also that my vision of politics is like this. This is how politics should be. And else politics will become unsustainable. Aligning with one Dravidian party doesn't mean we have to do the same things that a particular Dravidian party is doing in the election field. It is not necessary. This is something I'm voicing out in the internal party forum. It is for the people to debate, discuss, collectively form an opinion, and for all India leadership to take a call. Again, I'm telling, sir, I don't have anything against anybody. It is for the party senior leaders to decide the nature, the course and the conditions of an alliance with a particular political party. As an individual karyakarta, I believe the level of money influence in Tamil Nadu elections is becoming unsustainable. We cannot run elections in this model. Gifts, pampering voters with multiple gifts in the last 10 days. Like Erode by-election, 8,000 rupees per vote and 5,000 rupees from another party. And this cannot bring clean governance in decades. This is something I am very particular. On a personal level also, I think I'm not for it.
Sir, if all India leadership decides to
what seems to be your difference of opinion with AIDMK? Are you accusing of AIDMK of giving money in Erode? Because
no, I am not.
One party
I am
8,000, another party 5,000.
I am not accusing any party. Every party has got a standing of their own. And every party does politics in their own wisdom. I am not here to make a judgment of who they are. At a personal level, if you ask me, I believe clean politics is the only solution to bring clean governance in Tamil Nadu.
Sir,
ADMK
all-
not practicing
all India
clean
leadership
politics,
decides
sir.
to take
ADMK
That is
not
that is
practicing clean
that
politics,
is left to your interpretation, sir.
Sir,
I am not
you are one of the allied parties, that's
I am
what
not
I'm asking.
accusing anybody of anything.
Sir, if
This
all
is, you
India-
asked me why was my certain comment in an internal forum came out and in what context I spoke. I spoke in this context.
Did you want to resign?
No, it is not about resigning or not resigning. In BJP, the highest responsibility is the Karyakarta of a party. It is not about resigning, not about dictating. It is for the party leadership to decide, the national party president to decide how an alliance form and shape and conditions should take place. At the same time, after 2 years in Tamil Nadu politics, I have come to certain conclusion that henceforward, my political style at a personal level also would be on this matter.
Not close with the AIDMK. You're saying
Not,
that
I'm not
ADMK
saying
is
not close.
If at
I'm
all
not saying.
India
I'm not
leadership
saying.
decides to
I'm
align
not
with
saying
the
not close.
DMK.
I'm not saying not close. Sitting with them, as I said, I'm not making any comment against anybody.
Sir, I'm sorry to ask again because your comments seem like AIDMK is practicing unethical ways of winning the election.
As I told you, sir, that is left to your interpretation, sir.
Because you're not
It
denying
is.
it,
It
that's
is
what I'm
left to
asking.
your interpretation. How do you want to do it? I can't speak for other parties. Annamalai right now is speaking for Annamalai. How I want the Tamil Nadu election field to happen, I'm speaking for that. After 2 years traveling across the state, what is my vision for Tamil Nadu, I'm speaking. How Tamil Nadu election battle should happen, I'm speaking. I am not a judge to say you violated, you are wrong. I'm not for it. It is working for them. People are voting for them, they are winning. It is for them to decide.
Did AIDMK
But I haven't come to the election, I haven't come to politics to do that. I have decided at a personal level also I am not going to do that. And this kind of costly elections in Tamil Nadu is the bane of Tamil Nadu politics. Tamil Nadu politics is not becoming sustainable for the simple fact elections costing upwards of 50 crore an ordinary person, a homemaker, a middle class person who is having a vision and dream of change coming into politics to do that, it will be impossible to do that.
Sir, recent elections you were in part alliance with the ADMK. Now, in future, if Delhi leadership decides to go align with the ADMK, what is your decision? What is your call?
When the time comes, sir, now we are talking of a lot of ifs and buts and everything. I am a humble soldier of the party, a loyal Karyakarta of this party. As I said, the duty of a state president, number one, is to be in sync with the national leadership, the vision for the state, the vision for the alliance parties, and to sail. Having said that, I have also mentioned to you after 2 years traveling in politics, what is my vision? How do I foresee? You cannot have a cognitive dissonance in your heart. In psychology, they say this cognitive dissonance. When the time comes, these are all forums where you speak and where people speak to each other. When the time comes, when the decision comes to that level, then I will talk to you,
I'm
sir.
really sorry to ask you again. Are you frustrated with AIDMK alliance? Because your words, your way of speaking, indirectly answering seems like you're not happy with
Sir, it is
AIDMK.
not about frustrating with ADMK or being happy with ADMK or being nice to ADMK. ADMK is an independent political party. They run politics based on their vision for the state. How do they want politics to happen? That is for ADMK to do it. And who am I to comment on how ADMK should behave? That will be a value judgment which I can't do. Only the ADMK is in a better position to say what they want to do for the state. It's a separate political party. Now BJP, Karyakarta. Now I have my personal opinions also, how the election scene in Tamil Nadu should be, how election should happen, a costly elections which you are seeing one after the other happening, what kind of change is it going to bring to the state, what kind of candidates are you going to attract to the political field, is there a scope for a middle class person to come to politics, contest elections, give his her or vision to the people of the state and be in that battlefield? These are the questions for people to ponder, as a journalist for you to ponder, as a politician, as a Karyakarta for me to ponder, and for the people to ponder. And these are all internal discussions that keep happening. The vision of the party, how do they have to go for it? So again, I am telling, I am not placing any value judgment. Who am I to place a value judgment?
Are you unhappy with the ADMK alliance right now, or are you BJP?
Whichever way you ask, sir, the same thing. The alliance is not done by me, not done by Karyakarta. It is done by the national leadership after taking various factors into consideration. The vision of the country, the vision of the party, the vision for Tamil Nadu, and the leaders in our own wisdom, they make a decision. I am a small man in the hierarchy to dictate this should happen, that should happen, this is the way it should happen. I am not like that kind of person. I am a Karyakarta first. Then the state president is a responsibility given to me to grow the party in a state. Now, in that context, when you ask me, what is my vision of elections, what is my vision of how it should go, I've given you my vision, how it should go. And I've also be very clear that after 2 years of traveling around, giving almost 18 hours per day in the field, braving it out in the ecosystem, seeing poor people, youth, women, how their life will get transformed, having a vision for them, I've come to certain conclusions in life. I've come to certain very concrete understandings in life that the money power has to be taken out of Tamil Nadu politics. Only then clean governance will come in, else it cannot happen.
Sir, have you communicated your vision to Delhi? What do they feel about it, sir?
Is happening in Tamil Nadu. The K.N. Nehru supporters who hit inside the police station recently, 3 days before. What do you think about it?
Very sad state of affairs, sir. Now, Tamil Nadu, very unfortunately, two senior persons in DMK, they fight with each other, ugly fight. One is a minister, one is an MP in Trichy. Stones get thrown, vehicles get damaged. Very senior person's property gets ransacked, attacked. And then the panchayat happens in the police station. Again, the two groups barge in, assault a police constable there, break her head. And again, then the CM instructs one minister to go to the other MP's house for a compromise. Again, they do a compromise, they meet the press people in unison. And this clearly portrays how Tamil Nadu is right now. It has become a lawlessness state. And it has become more like a jungle raj where they want to target certain individuals whose opinions they don't like. They want to book FIRs very selectively. At the same time, they don't implement the law of the land. I think people are watching on a daily basis. The murders, the gruesome murders, the failure of law and order, the people are watching. Very soon, the only way to get answers for this is in the election field. 2024, which is about 12 months away, possibly we should get the first set of answers from Tamil people. That 2.5 years of DMK's governance, how will they rate? And possibly 10 years of Narendra Modi's governance, how are they going to rate? I think the results would be very clear. Stalin government, our MK Stalinji's government for law and order would definitely get a fail grade, F grade, in the next ensuing elections, which will be the parliamentary election, because it has gone very, very down. So what is there to comment, sir?
Sir, does Delhi concur with your vision, sir?
Cash for votes and costly. Are both Dravidian parties involved in cash for votes?
Sir, now you have to understand, sir. Now you are a journalist. You are a very senior journalist. You have gone around in the state. Now these are all questions, very dicey questions. Me being in a political party, holding a position of responsibility, I have to be careful with the words I use, so that I don't cause embarrassment to anybody within the party or outside the party or in the system also. The moment you say, this person has given vote, go to Erode by-election, you see immediately they'll say, who did you say? Is election commission the arbiter? Are you the neutral judge to come and question? It will only not have clear answers. It will be only a if and but kind of thing. But I am asking you to do some soul searching. Instead of being a judge here and give out value judgments on what is happening, I am asking you, let us be a judge. Do you think development will happen, good governance will happen with the kind of election spending that is happening in Tamil Nadu? You come to power for 5 years, make money, spend. Or you are in the government for 20 to 23 months, again spend money like water. Then there we expect parties like BJP to go and compete with those people for whom money is equal to water. And then go to the People's Forum and continuously argue that vote for our party, this is our ideology, this is our vision. Don't you think that it will happen in the ground when the money plays a very big influence that what is happening? Erode by-election could be one example because that's the first by-election that has happened in the last 22 months. And come Lok Sabha also, I am predicting that money would be a huge factor, especially DMK in government. And they might take Tamil Nadu elections to an unheard of level, which Tamil Nadu hasn't seen. So it is for the people to ponder. Now, answering your first question, I have come to politics with certain vision to strengthen the hands of our Honorable PM Narendra Modi ji, to play a small part in the developmental journey, to play a part in the BJP, to give that clean governance to the state, which I firmly believe it is happening even now. As a party, we are struggling here. In our own vision, we are doing it. Now the larger question is, how do you want to conduct your political process going forward? How do you educate the Tamil Makkal? How do you speak? How do you make them to see a vision? How do you make them to see that any money that is being taken today, it is setting up progress by a decade in the future. So these are all questions, a philosophical question which you and me have to ponder, sir. As a political person, you might get a soundbite from me, a good DRP from me, then immediately you can take the mic to the opposite political parties and say, Annamalai said this, what is your reaction? Then from the ADMK or DMK, somebody will say, again, you take the mic to me and bring. They told, what is your reaction? The context of this speech is not that. The context of this is to self-ponder. Asking me a question, again going there, getting a bite. That is why I said, I am not against anybody. Each political party has got the wisdom to run the party the way they deem seem fit. So who am I to complain against ADMK? Who am I to complain against DMK towards somebody? This is my vision. This is for everybody to ponder how we should go forward. And I am also a part of that political process. I don't want my next 30, 40 years to be one among this, where I also do everything possible here and there to stay in politics or to win in politics. My mindset is no more towards that field.
Does all India leadership concur with your views that you have been voicing?
Sir, no. These are all right views. What is their wrong views? Sir, all India leadership, everywhere we practice it. That is why BJP is a party with difference. Everywhere BJP does it. Everywhere BJP is the only party that does it. So these are all forums where I am talking to Tamil Makkal to self-ponder, to question that, look, this has to change. And I am a small guy. Along with me, millions of people are fighting that this has to change. That is it. Here you have brought the alliance equation, you have brought this question, you have brought that question. That at this point of time doesn't matter. At this point of time, what matters is the current political model of Tamil Nadu sustainable? This is what I am asking, sir. Thank you.
உடனுக்குடன் செய்திகளை அறிந்து கொள்ள IF Tamil பெல் ஐகானை கிளிக் செய்யுங்கள்.